I think we tend to talk so much about love, right? Love your neighbor, love yourself. We talk about self-love. But lately I've been really thinking about forgiveness. And that is something that came up in my personal life this week. This week I got to see someone I have held a grudge on for a long time. For many years I thought that I was still angry at him until I saw him yesterday. And when I hugged him, I realized I have forgiven this person a long time ago. My heart did forgive him, but my mind was still remembering what he did. And I realized that sometimes not forgiving affects our emotional being, affects our mental being, affects our physical being, and even affects our spiritual being. Because it is hard to truly love someone and have compassion if you don't forgive. And yet, I have realized that now more and more people tend to hold on grudge. We want to remember what that person did. We want to think that what that person did, we will never do it. And I have started to realize, hold on a second. God forgives me every day. My parents forgive me every day. My friends forgive me every day. Even my siblings, maybe they forgive me more than I need to, but they forgive me every day because I have realized that you cannot love and not have compassion. You cannot love and not forgive. Don't get me wrong. Forgiving does not mean you're going to be blind about people's attitude and actions. Forgiveness is more about you. Forgiveness is understanding that what people do has nothing to do with you. Forgiveness is understanding that I don't want to hold the power of carrying so much anger about and for this person. And when I had this person, I realized that I was much happier and much healthier. And I was even able to see who this person has become. See, when we tend to not forgive for such a long time, we forget to see that they are also working on themselves. That people do change, people evolve. And when you forgive people, you are also allowing them to have the space to prove how much sorry they are. I've met so many people around the world, and I have realized that many people tend to hold on so much unforgiveness. And sometimes we even hold on things against our parents. Especially when you have so many siblings, you tend to hold on so much anger against your parents. They didn't give me this, they didn't give me that, they didn't tell me this, they didn't tell me that. They gave more to my siblings, they didn't give me enough. And every time, even with our friends, my friend didn't call me on my birthday. My friend didn't send me a text when I was in the hospital. I mean, we hold on things for years. And it's like, how much more can your heart handle? How much anger and bitterness can you carry against the world? See, people can only do what they can, and people can only do what they know how to. And today I just want to invite you to forgive. Forgiveness is the most powerful tool that you can give to yourself and you can give to those around them and people around you. See, here's the thing. The Bible says, love everyone. That's what the Bible says. Jesus says, love your neighbor. The Bible says to love God. See, the Bible tells us to love people, but the Bible never tells us to trust people. We ought to love each other, but trust comes with wisdom. Who you trust has to do more with who you are. And when you forgive people, you walk away knowing that I know who they are, but I will not hold on this anger about what they did to me. And what people do to you sometimes is more of a reflection of who they are and not who you are. Because people can never give you what they don't have, and people can never tell you what they're not. And now I have decided that for the rest of 2019, I am going to learn and be more intentional to forgive my friends, to forgive my siblings, to forgive my best friends. Because there have been times when I will be so angry and I'm like, I am not even calling her. I'm going to wait for her to call me. And then 2 weeks go by, 1 month goes by, 6 months go by, and you realize that your pride is the reason why you are losing good friendships. So today I just want to remind you that in the word forgive, There is a word giving. You're giving yourself peace. You're giving yourself freedom. You're giving your spouse compassion. You're giving your siblings, your best friend, your parent, you're giving people around you who hurts you. You're giving them the peace because you are understanding that I cannot hold on this. Because what you did, I won't hold it. Because this bitterness and this anger is not going to define who I'm going to be. But I'm going to choose to forgive you. But that does not mean that I won't forget.